Chill.
Her and her mom, and her mom, and her mom.
And her dad, bitch.
No. Hey, I don't know that. Hey, I don't know that. Yo.
At a movement.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, looking like he shot the ball.
That's what I like.
Me and my friend so on.
Let's go. Welcome to Talking Trophies. I'm your boy Raver, and we're back with another banger. I'm joined by my cousin, who's finally back. Damien, what are you saying, cuz?
What's up, bro? I'm back. I missed a few episodes, but I'm back in business.
Yeah, we missed you, man. We got Sean behind the camera. Kara's back as well.
What's up?
And we got Weber doing his thing on the camera.
We bored, we cameraman today.
Yeah. he got regulated to the cameras today, man. He's doing it. Yeah. He did it before.
He got cut for what he did at the start.
Yeah. Wasn't good enough in the intro, but hey, make sure you guys do subscribe, like our video, share it around. You know, we're back with the consistency. I think this might be episode 10 or 9. Can't remember off the top of my head. But today we got a special guest.
We're making history today. We
100%.
actually have our first female of season 3. Make some noise. But I had to actually get this guest on, so I reached out to her. I've been seeing her killing it. And then also, like, I just see the way you use your platform, the way you use it so positively. And I just thought, you know what, she's killing it. I had to get her on. So make some noise for Aysha.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Nah, I had to. So tell us a bit about yourself to our viewers.
My name is Aysha. I am a magazine owner and editor. My magazine is geared towards like Pacific Islanders, creatives, businesses, and artists and stuff. I also do like on the side things like content creation, videography, photography, just a little bit of everything.
Keep listing
you know?
it all down, yeah?
You know how like, do you know Bremen Rock? No, okay. He's got this intro and he's like singer, songwriter, actor, actress. Yeah, like, just keep going. Like,
Wow, your resume's packed out.
yeah, shit.
When did you get into this? You know, before even the magazine, were you doing content creating?
Before the magazine, I was just like an IG thought.
I reckon that.
Hey!
We love our spicy intros. Tell us a little bit about that.
Wait, let me just take my earring off because it's hurting.
Oh.
Hey,
you trying to go hands or different now?
Wait, what was that? Why you react like that? Let's go. Hey, you want the smoke or what?
After the interview, I'm down.
Nah, so I was just like, literally, I just started on Instagram. I was just like looking cute, posting cute outfits.
Daddy.
And then like eventually like brands started reaching out to me. And like in the beginning I was like, I thought I was going to get scammed. Like, because, like I'm from an Islander family. Like I'm skeptical of things. Like don't go away. Like you're going to get taken. So at the beginning I was like, nah, bro. Like you're sus. Yeah. But then like, then I started getting into it, and that's how I ended up here.
What's the first organization that reached out to you?
Yeah, it was Converse that reached out to me first.
Nice.
And
you're killing it with them too,
bro,
man. Like, you're traveling with them.
Yeah.
Then also, like I saw, like made an episode where you had you're on an interview, and then you also got to hear from Virgil as well.
Yeah, so they've taken care of me since I was like 19. Like, that's 20, and that's like 5 years now. I'm 24 now, and like since it began, like they've flown me out. I've interviewed like Issa Rae. I've met Tyler the Creator. We went LA. We went Camp Flognaut. Like that's like they're my number one. Like I'd never like I'm always wearing them.
Yeah, big up Converse.
Yeah, big up
Converse.
Converse. Big up Converse. They're dirty, sorry, but they're well worn. But they're crazy. Like, and they really do. Like, you know how a lot of companies do diversity and it's very like face value. Yeah. They really like they fund your projects. They get into the community. Yeah. They don't care much about followers. Like, but they funded my whole first issue magazine and everything. Nice. Yeah, like they're about it. Like
that. With the relationship, is it like a mentorship relationship, or is it like, here's the money, do what you want? Yeah, and we'll just like be on the sideline if you need any support. What's the relationship you have with them?
It's a bit of both. Like if I have an idea and I present it to them, maybe they'll say yes, maybe they say no, but like you have to shoot your shot anyway. Like, but if you need mentorship, like you can also reach out to them and ask like, oh, I like this person, maybe from like Brazil, and they'll link you up, and then you can do like a collaboration with them. So I'm like grateful for them, because then when I go to other cities or other countries, like I have people there already that I know I can hit up, and like they're trustworthy.
Sick,
Yeah, because they have like all stars in like 40 cities around the world.
Yeah, tell us about the All Star.
All-Star. 'Cause I've been seeing other people, they got All-Star in their bio, or
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
repping
yeah.
it. So what is it?
Yeah, so it's basically just like a collective of creatives and artists that, like, say if in your country they want to do a campaign, like they'll tap in like a photographer, a videographer, a model, a few models, a writer maybe, and then they'll just do the project together. And most of the time it's paid. At the beginning, they weren't paying us, but but I was just there for a good time, eh?
Experience.
Yeah, experience. But now they pay everyone, and yeah, like you would know, like you had Noah on here, he's in it. A lot of your
No, even
homies.
Lydia's
Lydia, yeah,
Noah, and,
that's
the
how I
two
met
know.
Lydia.
And actually, there's a girl, Aysha.
Aysha Hassan.
I think so.
Yeah. She's also in it. I actually did I did the applications for like intake last year. So I got Noah's application and Aysha. And Aysha's application. I was like, wait. I was like, straight to the top. I was like, wait, don't fucking.
Can I apply?
Yeah.
I want to apply. I want to be All Star.
Wait, I'm gonna be like.
Because I wear Converse all the time. Yo, Converse, if you see me, man, make me an All Star.
Wait, I'm gonna put that right to the bottom.
Come on,
You're
man.
blocked. Wait, block this guy.
You
Block
know
this
what?
guy.
Hey, we'll decide who wins in the hands after this. Whoever throws hands and wins.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
can get on it now. It's like,
Nah, but yeah, that I don't know if I'll be on the next panel to do intake, but I could try.
100%.
Yeah.
So you're like a leader. Like now, you're more of a leader. You've been there for 5 years. You've
5
said?
years
So,
now,
like,
yeah.
you're a vet.
I'm a
You're
vet. I'm the OG. I think when we first started, it was just Sydney and Melbourne. So we were the first two cities to start, and then from there it went around the world. So yeah, I'm like the OG.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Good on
pretty
you for doing
good.
that.
Hey, so you were like 19 when all this started, right?
I was 20.
20.
Yeah.
How was it at the young age, like all these things start happening, and and trying to maneuver yourself to get to a higher place? How was it?
It was good. It helped me a lot with like the self-discovery of like what did I want to do as an artist, creative, because at that point, like I said, I was just being the IG thought. Like I was just posting my outfits and like I didn't actually have any direction with where I was going. So they helped me a lot with like to hone in on like my craft and what I actually want to do. So I'd have no clue without them, I reckon. Yeah.
And you have your magazine. It's Isle Magazine,
Yeah.
right? And you had your first issue. So what's upcoming for that? Like what's happening with that?
Yeah.
And, just tell us about it.
I've got my second issue in the making now. I'm just like compiling interviews and trying to organize shoots like remotely. It's super hard, like, because I want to do I want to cover people from different cities and countries. So trying to like remotely organize studios and photographers, get them all in one place. Oh, it's a mission, but like I'll get it eventually. I'm in no rush. Like the first one I was rushing. I don't know why.
Are you stressing about
I
it?
was rushing.
Okay.
Like I was like, nah, I gotta get this shit out. But yeah, I think that's what I learned from my first issue. Just like kick back. Like there's no
You did
no
it all in the
timer.
one day, right? You booked a space out and you had all the different artists come in. Okay.
Yeah, we had 21 creative artists from Sydney
Okay.
in the studio on a Sunday. And like a lot of people pulled out, but I think we still had a good amount of
big
people.
numbers.
Yeah, I hit up like 60 people. I'm like, I just hit up anyone. I was like, if you want to come be a part of history, if you don't, it's up to you. Like, but yeah, that was a good day, and I'm trying to recreate it, but also like keep it new, keep it fresh.
How was the feedback from the community?
It was good. I had like, I feel like when you make anything significant, you have, not me hyping myself up. I feel like when you make anything like significant or worthy, it's met with a lot of critique. I did have some critique, which I took on and like I will apply to my next issue. But mostly like 95% of it was really well received, and Like in 2 days we sold 200 copies, so it was that hot.
Weber's got a copy of.
Yeah,
the
wait, I
magazine.
hand delivered that one.
Oh no!
Wait, deadass.
Hey, you gotta get this guy on too.
Wait, I know, I'm already. I've been
Yeah.
forgetting to send him an interview.
Yeah, you gotta get this guy because
Wait.
he's a unique mix too, man. He's
Yeah,
got
I know.
The Fijian blood.
I know.
Chinese,
Wait,
Dutch.
man's pulled out his ancestry DNA in the club the other day. He's like, "Hey yo, I got proof. Let me be in your magazine."
I just make sure I'm armed as well. Yeah.
Wait, show me your DNA test.
We need the blood samples, everything.
Nah, that's cap. Nah, I'm definitely gonna get Weebrin on my next issue. I pulled up to his house and I threw it. I was like, oh my god, this is weird. I'm gonna run away. I knocked and then I ran. But nah, it was
What's
Thank you.
the vision? What's your where do you want to see this go to? Like, what's the big dream for it?
I don't know, to be honest. I think eventually I just want to create a really safe and inviting community for maybe the younger generation to hit us up and be like, oh, I want experience with maybe writing or photography, or could you mentor me? Because I do get messages like that today, but I want it to be more and maybe perhaps I could connect people with the right people they want to know or collaborate with. But I think that's the main goal, just more comfort within our community. Because I think with any brown community, there's such a stigma behind taking this pathway with with your dance, with your podcasts and stuff. There's a lot of resistance. So I think I just want to maybe normalize this pathway for us.
What do you want to see for your community? What's the dream? For us, for example, we'd love to see more black people just in the arts out there, doing it. What do you want to see for your community?
I'm the same. I just want I feel like with a lot of opportunities, is it maybe with say if they're doing a diverse campaign, we're always forgotten. Islanders, I mean, but I just want to be not an afterthought. I want to be thought of first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. You get, they'll be okay, let's get everyone, and then okay.
We're missing
blacks.
We're missing the black guy, the Asian girl. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I don't want to be an afterthought. I want to be a part of the original plan.
Yeah.
Cool.
And sought after first instead of looked for later as a tick on the box.
Well, congratulations, you're clearly doing that, man. Props for sure, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Paving the way.
With
I'm trying.
you spoke about doing photography, writing, and especially you write the magazines. Where'd you learn those skills? Did you study for it, or is it just something you just picked up?
Yeah, no, I just taught myself how to do all that, I was too broke to get writers and stuff. So with the magazine, I built my own website, I did my own branding, my logo, and I just taught myself how to write articles and do interviews. I taught myself how to use Adobe Illustrator to make my magazine. I literally I did all that shit on my own. It's I think eventually I hope to hire people to do it, but right now I'm too broke to hire others.
What's the biggest challenge for example for you right now? Besides
with the magazine?
Yeah, just with the magazine.
Probably the writing. I'm not the greatest writer, so I find myself referencing a lot of other interviews to just kind of edit them for myself.
Yeah.
But I'm getting better. I'm not the strongest writer, so yeah,
I think if you find your method of writing or your style of writing that you like and it's unique to you, then you can apply it.
Yeah.
Because even with me, I remember when I was doing essays and stuff in university.
Yep.
At the start, I was just I'd go read an article and just pretty much write the same tone and stuff.
Yep.
But then I began to realize you can have your own tone.
Yeah.
And your own method of writing, and I think people that do writing, for example, articles and stuff, that's a major influence on them going from a good writer to a great writer and finding their style.
Finding their own signature
style of writing. For example, with your magazine, you got it. I could tell you got a bit of your own style of your own tone. I could tell, and it's not the mainstream style. It's more I can hear your voice when I'm reading the article. For example.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, you can keep doing that, and I feel if you keep doing that and just improving maybe on the grammar and stuff, and how you set up the articles, you'd be running a
I feel I'm just my biggest critic. I feel like other people read it and they're like, oh, goods, but me, I'm like, trash. It's more of a
But that's what
self-inflicted.
what makes you go from
Yeah.
good to great.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to speak a bit about Vogue?
Hey, yo.
I was trying to find the article.
It's in Polish.
Yes. And I'm like, I had to go and get a translator and everything. And I'm like, damn. And the thing is, I'm like, damn, is this Polish? Or is this, you know what I mean? I'm like, I didn't know what language was, but then I saw Polski or something.
Yeah,
like
Polska.
that.
That was through Converse as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm applying. Hey,
no.
I'm going All Star.
I'm trying to be All Star.
I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get money.
Get this face on Vogue. What you mean? Get this face on Vogue.
So tell us how that happened, how they reached out to you, especially with Converse.
Your post on it, and like you were like freaking out in the best way possible.
I was. Bro, I cried so hard for like a solid hour. But so the campaign that was in that interview was from the campaign we shot in LA. Okay. So we did a campaign in November, and then it came out for Valentine's Day, and then I think a few weeks after that, they just like got the photos and then did the interview, and I was like waiting for it to come out, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then it came out in March, but I only saw it in June because my ass was like, I don't know if I like was walking past a store and saw a Vogue magazine or something, or like I saw someone else post something about Vogue, and I was like, hold up. I was like, nah, I was supposed to be in Vogue. What the heck? So then I went and like Googled Vogue, and I put my name in Google.
That's a flex. Come on, that's a flex. You put Vogue and put your name, and an article could come up.
Yo.
I was like, not me Googling myself, but it came up, and I was like, oh shit, I don't know what this says. I was like, I can't read this. It's not in English.
Wouldn't they have like reached out to you or something, or like even DM'd you and be like, hey, yo, your article's up?
No, they did. Like we did the interview, but
they might have
like,
done it in Polish, and so
I reckon. But they didn't let me know. I just had to remember a few months later. But yeah, that was wild.
And what was that article about? Like
it was about the campaign. They wrote a bit about like my magazine, which at the time was called Poly Connection. So they wrote about that and just kind of what I wanted to do and what I am doing in that moment. That's it.
How was that trip to LA?
It was so good.
Yeah? Can you tell us a little bit about the experience?
Yes, I can.
Were you up in like Beverly Hills partying and stuff like that?
We were at Beverly Hills Hotel, like on the main. Wait, was it Beverly Hills Hotel? One of the main, like Marilyn Monroe stayed there, like at one point.
Four Seasons? Maybe?
No. Like on Hollywood Boulevard, like,
nice.
Like I think. I feel like I'm making shit up, but it might be the oldest hotel. I feel like I made that up. Fuck. I'm just making shit up.
Fact, make sure we fact check everyone. Okay?
Let me fact check the right truth.
Misinformation.
This video's going to take it down.
I know. Please don't take this down. So there was 50 of us from, I think, 13 countries. And they just flew us out there to like collaborate with each other and then shoot our campaign. And then we went to Camp Flogner. That's great. But yeah, it was just, honestly, for me, it just felt like a holiday. Like I didn't even feel like I was working. Yeah. But they just made it so fun for us.
Living
and
your
like,
best life. Huh?
Honestly, living my best life, shaking my ass every day. It was so fun, for real. It was so fun.
What about Virgil? You're speaking about Virgil and Tyler Creator, meeting them. How was that?
I didn't meet Virgil, but I watched. We did a live together.
Yes.
But Tyler, I met in LA at his Golf Wang store. Like he did a shoe launch, and we actually didn't know he was coming, and then he came through the back door, and I was like, ooh. I was like, yo, I was like, that's Tyler.
But that sounds like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, he did.
From the back,
He just pulled up and he was like, hey guys, and I was like, nah, chill. But yeah, we all got to meet him. We weren't allowed photos, unfortunately, but like I got a photo with him in the background. I'm like, I'm like, but now, Tyler's like really tall too.
Yeah.
He's tall. I was like, damn.
He's coming to Melbourne this year, isn't he? He's got a concert. He's got like a double show.
July or June? Yeah, I'll be there.
Ben.
Wait, I've been trying to hit at Converse to send me tickets, eh?
No way.
I'm like, send me tickets. I'm broke.
Collab round 2.
No. Yeah, but nah, it was really, really like surreal to meet
Yeah.
people like that.
You did the online conversations with Virgil, right?
Mm.
So how was that? Like learning from someone who's like in legacy is insane. Right?
Yeah.
So like it must be trippy knowing that like what you're 5 years into it with Converse and like you're already like doing it like
On a
it was
live.
online conversation, right?
I wasn't
Yeah.
talking. It was like
But, like,
most of
you
the
could
other
watch
All
it,
Stars,
yeah.
but we're watching it. Yeah.
That's sick.
My conversation was with Issa Rae.
Yeah. That's right.
Which she's amazing, eh? But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like I valued it a lot more after he passed away because I was like, damn, bro. Which I feel like sucks. I should have valued it when he was still here. Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Virgil.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. It was just so surreal to see like people you only see like online and.
Sure.
And you never interact with them, and then you see like some homies talking to him. You're like, nah, how can they do this to
And
us?
it's a
Like,
conversation directed towards your craft.
yeah,
you know?
towards
So,
us to help
yeah.
us to like cater towards our art.
Yeah.
It was just, I'm telling you, Converse is like
Plugged it.
they're crazy.
Tell us about the interview with Issa Rae,
Mm.
because like that would have been insane. Like,
Yep.
she's an American actress. And
Yeah.
she's like she killed it on her show. She has her own show right now.
Yeah, insecure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Insecure. So, yeah, like what? Reflecting on that, like what was that interview like beforehand? Like when you found out you were gonna be in it with her.
Yep.
And then afterwards.
Before, like when I found out I was gonna interview her, because I had a Zoom meeting with one of the like directors in Converse,
Yeah.
and I was just telling. I don't think it was even a part of like the conversation, but I was just telling her like, oh, I love Insecure, I love Issa Rae. It was not, there was no correlation to the conversation that was coming up.
Okay.
And then later she was like, oh, you like Issa Rae, right? And I'm like, I fucking love Issa Rae. And she's like, yeah, you're going to interview her. I was like, swear, like, nah. And then, yeah, so then it happened. I was like, if you watch the full video, my voice is shaking, my hands are shaking. Like, she's not even in front of me, but like her power just like, I was choked up. But yeah, nah. And then after was even worse. Like, I'm trying to watch the video back, I'm still shaking. But nah, it was.
What did you learn from the interview? What do you feel like you learned from her as well?
Well, I asked her about like, I think my question was like, what are 3 things you would credit to like where you got to today? Okay. And I feel like she said like believing in yourself and like. I think keeping a close circle, and like I still think about those things, and I'm like, okay, my circle's too big.
Time to start cutting people off.
Yeah, or you're done. But nah, yeah, it was. She gave some pretty good advice. I reckon that I need to keep remembering because I often forget. But yeah.
And what's coming up next? What's your up and coming thing, if you're allowed to say it? But like, yeah, what's happening in the world of Aysha right now?
Yep.
And what's to come forward?
Honestly, I'm just trying to live fast, eh? I think after the pandemic, I'm like trying to catch up with like all my old friends, my high school friends, my primary school friends, and just anyone I've been missing. I've just been hitting them up and like trying to spend face-to-face time with them. That first, and then probably second is like my second issue magazine. And I'm not sure from there, to be honest. I'm just gonna take it as it comes. Yeah, live fast. But yeah.
Nice. Shani can go.
I was gonna say, I see you got the Jura hat on.
Oh,
Shout out to Jura. I think it's really refreshing, like, you know, to see your kind of story and see creatives in Melbourne, you know, really like you right now, you're a pioneer in what you're doing, and like people like Weibo, like the people making brands, streetwear. Like I see Melbourne is growing and stuff, you know. So what do you think about Melbourne right now, the culture scene in Melbourne? Do you think it's growing? Do you think things are changing?
Yeah.
From when you started to how it is now?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think like the scene is so incredible, and like all the brands coming with like Weeboard, Judah, like Doc G, Doc Girl, like, and I think it's so beautiful that like I feel like Melbourne creatives like support so hard for each other. Like I think Weebrand would have seen from Ego Expo, and like I feel like we just support so hard for Melbourne brands, which is so key in like them elevating to maybe global status. But yeah, no, it's really beautiful to see what's happening right now in Melbourne.
Of course.
Even after the pandemic, I feel like everyone's on like 3,000%.
I seen you even I saw you at the Ego Expo. You were part of a panel.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Was that your first panel ever?
That was my second
Okay.
or maybe third.
Yeah.
What was your first one?
My first one was with Platypus.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope.
And I don't even want to talk about that one, Because
Tell us, come on, you gotta say,
no, my voice was shaking, my legs were shaking. I have really bad stage fright. Like, this is okay, but when there's like a full ass audience, my voice was like shaking, and then like I was losing my breath as I was talking. Okay. So I was like talking, and I was like, sorry, like, and I kept apologizing, but like with Ego Expo, I feel like credit to Lydia Tessima, because she made me feel so comfortable on stage, and I kind of did this thing where I like blurred out the right side of my vision, so I didn't really see the crowd. I was just looking at Lydia. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's probably my favorite panel because I wasn't stuttering and
shout out to Lydia.
Yeah, shout out to Lydia for real.
How do you feel like, because you were in that panel, you were seen as someone with more experience and you're more of a mentor now, and you talking about like, you know, how Converse took you in. How do you feel about taking that mentor role and giving young creators advice? Because I feel like you were giving advice when you were talking on that panel about your experience personally as well. We can talk a bit about that later on. But for now, like, how do you feel about taking that role as being that mentor for the younger generation?
Yeah, I feel like I was saying to Lydia before our panel, I was like, I feel like I'm here and you're saying like I'm there, I'm done, like I've made this massive success, but I still feel like I'm still going there, like I'm in the process. So when I was talking to her, I'm like, I feel like I don't belong here because I'm still working, like I'm still, like I'm not there.
Yeah, who
and
isn't, to be honest? When you
yeah,
think about
exactly.
it.
But then I think it was Omar Dean who was also on the panel saying like, none of us are there. Like we're always still going, 100%. But like what you've done so far is
it's massive.
Like a vision for others.
It's massive because people haven't taken that jump yet. So seeing someone that has taken that jump, like us, we've been doing this for almost 2 years. Yeah. But dead set, I still feel like I'm in my rookie season.
Yeah.
Like literally, I feel like we just got drafted. You know, when in comparison to sport, like, we're still just learning heaps. Like we're still seeing what other people are doing. You know what I mean? How
exactly.
And like people are like, oh, you've been doing this for ages. Like, you know, can you tell me about, you know, how to start a podcast or what skills do I need and stuff? I'm like, Kaz, I'm still working on my stutter, man. I got a stutter issue, you know? Yeah. But I'm still working on that.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he's capping. This guy, he just says it to make people feel bad.
Well, I don't feel bad, so it didn't work.
It's his little story to go, oh, Raven.
Sorry, playing the victim game. But like, for example, I still got things I'm trying to work on, for example.
100%.
And like with you are like not a veteran, but like you got that experience of starting, you know, which is massive in this city. A lot of people want to start, but they're just like, I don't know how to. So they look at someone, for example, like you.
Who has their foot in the door at least.
Yes,
okay, yeah.
So how do you feel about that, being that person with the foot in the door?
Thank you for saying that, though. I'm like, that helps me a lot mentally because I'm always in my head about, like, why am I here and stuff. But, no, I guess, like, it feels good because, like I said before, I've been trying to create that space within my community of like people being able to come to me with questions and like mentory vibe. But no, it feels like it's very humbling and I'm very grateful that people do look at me that way and I can offer like advice for them to, you know, come through the door that maybe I opened. Maybe, I don't know, don't come for me if I did it.
100%.
Yeah. But yeah.
Nice.
Sorry. I was gonna keep going, but I'm like,
nah, you can keep going, say it. Finish it off.
No, I'm done. All good.
So I was gonna say like
you dog.
I cut you off, my bad. But I was gonna say like even at the Ego Expo, you spoke about this as well, and if you're comfortable speaking about it, you can, like, if you're not comfortable, you don't have to talk about it. But also, like, for example, you spoke about your sexuality. Do you know? And how does it feel like? Because I'm assuming first generation. Yep. How does it feel like, you know, coming out firstly? Because it is in your profile as well. Yeah. You know, so how do you feel about your sexuality and like even what you're doing as well in your craft? Yeah. If you want to talk about that.
Well, like, you know what's so funny? Like after I left the stage of Ego Expo, I was like, oh my god, that's like the second time I've said that out loud. Like, cause I'm still kind of figuring myself out sexually. Like, I know I like girls, I like boys, I like whatever's in between. But like, I don't know. I feel it was like only 2 years ago I started like accepting myself and not suppressing like what I love.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. What was the question? Sorry.
Yeah, like your experience like, with your sexuality.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you on that.
Yeah, so that was my experience. Like, and then like I remember things that in like high school, and I'm like, oh, that was gay as fuck. You know what I mean? I'm like I was talking to my friend and I was telling her like, oh, you know, I had like a fan page for Zoe Kravitz when I was in high school.
Zoe Kravitz is a
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, let me say this. She's underrated. And you know what? Just because you see her in this like recent Batman.
That's what I'm saying. People are only clicking. I'm like, she been the it girl.
Hey, I don't know about you guys. I've been a Zoe Kravitz fan from a young man.
Chill.
And her mom, and
her dad, bitch.
Nah.
Hey, I know my dad. Hey, I know my dad. Yo. I know my dad.
No, Jason Momoa's her stepdad.
I'm gonna stick to her and her mum.
Are you sure?
But yeah, like even her mum was
Yeah.
Cosby Show, bro.
The Cosby Show. Bro, we
Yeah.
used to watch the Cosby Show young all the time. And like she used to come, she was always like the fashion type. Did you watch the Cosby? Have you watched
I didn't
the Cosby
watch
Show?
it, but I know
Her
you're
mum
talking
was always
about.
the stylish like daughter. She always like very opinionated.
Oh wow.
She was always like. She was like what a girl, like you'd say, like someone like it would be experiencing now, then. Like a lot of women now, like she was experiencing herself, you know, being different, you know, especially like in the show, like the parents were, the mother was a lawyer and the dad was a doctor. And, you know, the parents always expected them to be like, you know, doing well for themselves, you know, at least. And then she's just jumping from like, for example, course to course. Like she's getting married. She's getting this kind of, she was always, you know, fashion wise, she was doing her own thing. Yeah. So like, it's crazy that like she was like way ahead of her time, even as the actor as well. Yeah. But what I would say about Zoe Kravitz, she's all bad.
She's the baddest. Yeah, bro, I'm getting mad at people who are only like just clicking that she's been the it girl.
I think people jumped on when she was on Dope. Remember Dope?
Yeah.
She was looking bad too. Wasn't she dating A$AP Rocky?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah. Like, she's dated a lot of people, eh? Not me, though.
I did not know Raver fangirl. I didn't know you were this much of a fan, cuz.
Nah, she was just different, man. Back then,
she's the baddest.
Like, especially her mom. That's when I like knew about her, and then I found like Zoe Kravitz.
But you know what made me trip out? Like, cause Zoe Kravitz's dad and Jason Momoa are like the best mates. Like they kick back. Her stepdad and her dad like homeboys. Yeah. They come over, kick it. Yeah, man, she's with my daughter. We stay a minute, and her stepdad, this that. Me, I'm tripping now.
Nah, their family was built.
Their family's relaxed.
That's the nepotism family right there.
Like, yeah. They were like, these guys are on something else, man. They're on their own wave. I think that. Yeah, they're proper. Like they were ahead of Hollywood before even. Like 100%. Hollywood. You know how they say Hollywood's progressive? They were way progressive.
They were Hollywood. They started that. Yeah, no.
So yeah, like setting up the page of back to that. So like you're saying, like with your sexuality, you're experiencing, like you're thinking back, like damn, I had a full page.
Yeah, I had a whole page for a woman, and I feel like that's kind of sus. Yeah. But yeah, like just little things that I think back on that I would just like kind of silence in my mind, and just be like, oh nah, chill. Like you're straight, you're straight. Like, and then I think 2-3 years ago I started just like not silencing myself. And I feel like, you know, you say a one thing for so long and then you feel kind of fraudulent to say something else. Like oh no, now I'm this, and it's like, oh, no one's gonna believe me because like I just switched up randomly, but it's been there. It's just I haven't been like comfortable to say it myself or admit it to myself. Which I feel like a lot of people go through. Like they're scared to say like I'm gay, I'm bi, I'm pan, because they're like, oh no, you're not. You didn't say that yesterday. You didn't say that 2 years ago. But
how did the people around you deal with it? Like was it a thing, or were they just like, you know what, like what's up, like you're
honestly,
homie, right?
yeah, like honestly, I've just been moving like how I move, like, and if they pick up on it, then that's up to them. But I haven't I haven't like sat my family down and been like, I'm gay as fuck. You know what I mean? I just let them like figure it out themselves. I feel like 2022, you don't need to have that massive like
sit down conversation.
that massive
For
coming
you.
out convo. I'm like, they'll see the way I move and like they'll love me regardless. I know they will.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like sometimes my mom will ask me like, oh, who's this girl? I'm like, oh, I'm taking her on a date. And she laughs and I'm like, you think I'm joking, but you think I'm joking? This girl, we going on a date. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. She just like, she knows, but she's just like still in her like happy world of,
Is
I
it
don't know.
because she comes from like a Christian background, maybe?
My family is very Catholic, but they're also very progressive. So like, we've got in my family, like there's a lot of gays, and then we've got like my trans cousin. So we're super progressive in that way. So I don't know why I feel so much anxiety when I mention it around them, but it's just something I need to grow out of, I guess. Yeah.
And how do you translate this into your craft? Like, like a lot of us, like for example, I dance, but like when I'm doing my stuff, you see a bit of me in it.
Yeah.
So like, how about for you in your craft? Like, how do you translate this? Like, and how do you feel when you do it? Like,
I think like, you mean like with my sexuality?
Yeah.
I think like I've always like, you know how I was saying with the afterthought thing, it's always been a first thought for me, like to include like the LGBTQIA community. But I feel like now not only just representing them for like others, but trying to speak for myself and say I am there too. Like, because even on stage with the Ego Expo, and then when I was like, oh, you know, being Islander, being queer, that kind of for me held so much like value. But like, I don't know, because I dropped it so randomly in the conversation, it might have just like, you know, trickled over for everyone else.
Well, that's a good thing that you're just saying it casually.
Yeah.
You should be happy that you're just doing that on platform, knowing that how shy you get on stage as well. So.
Yeah. But for me, I was like, I'm queer, boom. In my head, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit.
Mic drop on it.
So I'm glad that like I can be more of a representation for my community, and be more like open and proud and not be so riddled with anxiety.
Do you think it's gonna be a big part of your next magazine? It's gonna like that issue.
Well, it was a big part in my first magazine already.
I saw, even on
so it will definitely like no more than it would naturally be represented in my magazine, but it'll be very heavily influenced in there.
Besides the magazine, Converse, you guys got to sign me soon. But besides all of that, what are you planning for the future? Are you gonna get into like more videography, content creating? What can we expect?
I'm trying to be a DJ this year.
Everyone's on that DJ
I'm
wave
dead
now,
ass.
man.
Like,
You
know what happened though? I went to the club and I was like, I went to an event and I was like, why are y'all playing the same songs I heard 2 years ago before the pandemic?
You know what it is? I feel like at
What
the same
the
time.
fuck?
No, I get what you're saying, but like sometimes that time was like such a good time for like everyone.
Yeah.
So all those songs just bang like 2016.
Yeah.
If you play any song in
2016, that's the bangers
you know
on bangers
and that's
on
why
bangers.
I think a lot of these places keep playing those songs.
Yeah.
It reminds you of that, like that time.
Pre-pandemic,
you know?
yeah.
So I can see what you're
You know what I'm saying, though,
For
eh?
me,
Yeah.
I'm so musically inclined. So
Yeah,
I'm listening. I'll be
same.
listening to someone play this stuff, and I'm like, yo, like, why are you playing this?
I'm
song
like,
or this
Sheck West
song?
again.
Yeah.
Again. Like, we've been there. That's
Yeah.
5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I think... Sorry to interrupt you. But yeah, it was literally like I was at an event and I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm gonna be a DJ. I'm gonna make everyone shake their ass to like stuff from this year. Like some new Dave, some new all of it. Like,
Okay, listen, let's speed to the test.
no,
Be
don't.
on the hustle quickly. Right now, you just got on set. Yo, we got Aysha on set.
Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, and then you come out. What's the first 5 songs you're playing?
5.
Quick 5 songs you're gonna play. First 5 songs, and you got 20 seconds. Countdown starts
Damn.
now.
All right.
18.
Okay.
17.
It's gonna be Drop
16.
Timbaland. You know Drop Timbaland?
Yeah, I'm already walking out.
No, you're lying. You already know you're going crazy. You already know you're going crazy.
Okay, go.
Wait,
drop.
I'm gonna list off like old songs after I just said I want to put new
Okay,
songs.
so go. So you got Drop. That's your
Next
first
song.
song.
Drop.
19.
Do you know the song?
No.
Oh,
How's it
come
go? How's
on
it go?
now. It's like from Step Up. It's like now drop.
Oh,
If you got
I know
it,
which song.
now drop. You know it, and
I
you're
feel
gonna
like-
go crazy
I
when
feel
you
like
hear
there's like hella crumping in it.
Yes. If you heard, if Damien heard,
Okay.
if Damien heard that, he'd go crazy.
Oh, I know this track.
See, you fucking lying if you're not shaking
I
your
know
ass
this
to this
guys.
song.
I know you know it too, bro.
Yeah, that's
You can't
tough.
look at him. He's
Okay.
trying not to
Hey,
smile.
hey, hey,
He's
hey,
That's
hey,
some,
trying
hey,
not to
hey,
smile.
that's some old school
That's
stuff, man.
crazy
Hey,
right
that's
there.
a banger, but you're just complaining about old songs. So your first song, you threw it way back.
Wait, but that's before.
So you know what? So you'd be with the people of the club, yeah? You'd be like, hey, listen, I'm setting a new trend. Songs today.
Y'all
this
never
what we're
heard
doing.
this song
They're gonna
before.
hire you, and you're gonna be playing the old songs that the old music that is fine for you.
Oh, fuck it.
Okay,
You know
you
what?
got 4 songs. We
Fuck
already
it.
passed the 20 seconds. But so we got drop first song. What's the second
Oh
song?
my god, I don't know. All right, do you know that song "Pull Up to Me Bumper"? Pull up to me bumper. I don't know why I said that in an accent.
I've just cut down music. I'm just
Pull
gonna
up
keep
to
my
me
Spotify
bumper, Pull
open.
up to me bumper. Oh my god, I feel so fresh.
Pull up on the bumper.
Pull up to MI bumper.
Pull up.
Honestly, I'm just playing music for dancers. Like anything.
Yeah, two.
MI.
No, like it's in T-O.
To my.
What'd you put? T.
Oh, pull up to me.
If you, I'm here for the dancers only. Dancers only.
Whoever's going off to this.
I'd probably be at home by the time.
Hey
I'm
yo!
with you. I'm with you.
You know, Damien knows.
What's the third song?
I don't know.
Third song.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed.
Come on, you
Okay,
DJ.
last one.
Last song.
Okay,
This is
okay,
a song
we'll
to
give
end
you
the
3
night.
songs.
This one to end the night.
End the night.
End the night.
So it's the last banger. You know,
Okay.
everyone they're
Everyone
having a
want-
good night.
Yeah.
The vibes are going off. But this is the song that like, yo, if she kills on this last song, I'm going home. Amazing. Like,
Okay.
I'm saved. Like, I'm
All
good.
right. This is another old one though.
You just okay. Go. Give us a song. Give us a song. Give
All
us
right.
a song.
It's gonna be DMX.
DMX.
Oh, I'm loving it already.
You already know what's
I'm loving
happening.
DMX. Go.
No one's leaving the party
Rough
after
Riders?
this. No, is it? It's the one that's like X gon' give it to you.
Gon' give it to ya.
Is it the first one? Isn't it called "Gon' Give It
You
to
know
You"?
it, bro. X gon' give it to
It's
ya.
called X
He gon' give it to ya.
It's right here.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Hey! Where my dogs at?
Where my dogs
If
at?
you had this at the end, you'd be like,
All right. I'm gonna be. Hey, because I like you. I'm gonna be straight with you.
"Tell me the truth. I wouldn't want it any other way."
I'll be out of the club.
Well, first of all,
hey, I like going clubbing like that. I'll be at home by then.
first of all, would they even let you in the club?
Oh.
Nah.
one of
I'm
these
done.
ones, one of
I'm
these
sorry.
ones, one of
That
these
was
ones.
out of order.
One of these ones.
Sorry, not tonight.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, boys.
You know
Not
what?
tonight,
Maybe
boys.
try in an hour.
You know when they open the rep, they clip the rep, they go, sorry boys, not tonight.
Not
Don't even
tonight,
look at the ID,
boys.
nothing. Hey, listen, straight
Nah,
up.
sorry.
I thought you were gonna say new songs. You let me down.
I
I think you're
know.
playing new bangers.
I'm
You're
an old
complaining about-
soul, eh?
I think that's with everyone. No, Melbourne, actually Australia. They have this thing where they love hip hop between like the late 90s and like early 2000s.
That's it. That's me.
And then it's for like the white Aussies, it's R&B, and then for all like the ethnics, it's the actual hip hop. Like, bro, I genuinely believe that Lebos and indigenous people love Tupac and Biggie
Yes.
more than black people.
They
More than
is
black
facts.
people. I'm telling you, like no one actually deeps it.
I thought you said Islanders first. I thought you said Islanders. That's why I was like, yes.
Islanders too.
Islanders.
I forgot. Islanders love R&B, but they love
Yeah.
R&B. They
Yeah.
love
We
their
love
soul.
Selena. We love
Yeah.
Arabic music.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything. Like
Yeah.
especially Selena. Like that's our number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it's just like even black people, even here, like, bro, I'm like, okay, cuz, enough with the Tupac. Like,
Yeah.
I love Tupac, but like, I'm just like,
It's
enough
been
with
done.
Hey, you know, I remember this quote, yeah? I remember this. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now.
Alright.
This was years ago, yeah? I'm saying this is like 2017 maybe.
it. Okay.
Remember I said, straight out, I rate Young Thug more than Tupac.
Who said that? You're done. You're done.
No. Thug's got bangers. And Thug's our generation. That's why it's more. It relates to me more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tupac actually is more universal. Like he's a
He's
more
very
universal
universal,
guy,
yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like I'll jam to Thug's albums more than I'll jam to Tupac. Besides the big bangers of Tupac, like what else do you listen to? If you think about it,
Me?
like people in general, like they don't go deep into it unless you're a liberal,
Unless
or Islander. But
What
yeah.
do I listen to?
No, I'm saying that's how it is. But like, generally, that's why I said I like Young Thug. I relate to Young Thug more. But like, what about you? What kind of music do you listen to besides the usual?
I listen to mostly R&B. I'm not too into like rap or new hip hop.
Yeah.
But most of it's R&B or old school R&B hip hop.
Yeah.
And that's
Top 5 new R&B artists.
Oh my God, stop. New? How new? Like latest
New
5 years?
Like past 5
Nah,
years.
you can from 2015 onwards. We can give you that.
All right, Lucky Day.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so many. Sorry, I don't want to say one and then have to take it back. Lucky Day, Summer Walker. Why you doing that?
Brent?
I thought you had Brent Fires.
Yeah.
He's not my number top 5, but he's good.
Yeah.
Daniel Caesar.
Damn Caesar.
100%. Kehlani. I like Kehlani, but I think it's just because she's gay. I'm a bit like, is the music good or is she just bad? Like, and Frank Ocean, even though I know he's like older, but he's like my number one of everything.
Favorite album, Frank Ocean.
Blonde.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
What? I don't know. Channel Orange.
Really?
Channel Orange is nice.
I like them both, but Blonde is like been hitting a bit harder for me lately. Yeah.
You know what it is? They say Frank Ocean makes love music for the internet generation.
Facts.
That's what it is.
Facts.
But I remember listening to Frank Ocean, like my boy, shout out Michael T, RIP. But he showed me. I remember we in art class, year 9 or something, year 10, and he showed me the Novocaine video.
Wow.
And he's sitting on the bed and he's just rubbing the Novocaine on his face. That was like, yo, this guy's an unbelievable artist. And then I remember like the song She with Tyler the Creator. That's when I'm like, yo, this guy's gonna be crazy. And you know what was insane? He was beefing with Chris Brown at the time. Not many people know that.
Yeah.
You know, he was beefing.
Chris Brown fucking beefs with everyone though.
Yeah, but then apparently it was like proper, like Chris Brown, they were like pulling up with cars.
Was that when they almost had a fight in the car park?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's crazy. That was insane. I remember that.
Raver, you should apply for TMZ because you actually know everything.
Yeah, coming to you live.
No, you know what we should do? We should do a segment. I think we were talking about it, like just talking about things that happened in the week.
Yeah.
Just like
You should.
Yeah. Just like a side podcast we'll probably do.
Like a news update.
Hanging off the couch.
like a tea update.
Like every week you just talk about whatever happened in the week. We say our opinions and stuff like that. I was thinking of
So if you're
doing
not
it.
updated in the week, come listen
To
and
me,
you'll
yeah.
figure it out.
and see our opinions on it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, 100%. But we need to be sponsored by
Converse All Star.
Yo,
Hey,
Converse,
yo.
man, hook it up, man.
Hey
Tell the
yo.
brothers out
All
here.
Star Burn City Dame. All Star Raver.
100%.
All Star Weeboard.
And All Star
100%.
Shab,
Kyra,
cameraman,
Kyra,
videographer.
Hey, let's
Behind
go.
the scenes. Man,
Hey, hold on. First off, I've been wearing Converse for ages, man. Like,
Yeah.
and the shoes last, bro. The shoes
Yes,
last. They
they
can last
do.
2-3 years.
Yes,
Sean,
sir.
we're not applying right now.
Just letting you know, man. Just letting you know. I read Converse. Just letting you know. I read shoes. I read
but
shoes.
at the same time, she have Converse. But if I ever was to like do a deal or something, I'd probably have to do it with Nike.
Yeah. You know Nike
Jordan.
owns Converse.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I might.
See,
You
it
know
could be
what,
your
Link
pathway.
with them
Hey,
and then link up,
we link with
upscale.
Converse.
Yeah.
And we
They
move
own
up.
Converse.
Push your application for. You know what? How about this? You know what we'll do? Instead of doing the talking trophies one, we all split up. So we
Divide
have
and
more of a
conquer.
chance.
Divide and
We
conquer.
got 4 applications going through,
And we can move up.
And hey, if you're on that panel and you
Of
see any of our
course.
names,
And from Nike, I'm going to go to Jordan, bro.
yeah,
Dip in the Jordan, bro.
yeah, 100%. We're already planning this. Is like, this is how it's gonna happen.
We have
see
to
us- you'll see
manifest
us
it,
on the
and
come up.
then when you watch this back, you'll be like, "That's where I said it would happen,"
Yeah.
and it happened.
Making it
Damn,
work.
man, make it manifesting it. All right, I think we're gonna have to wrap up. But
Yeah.
before we do wrap up, tell us anything you want to say. Shout out to anyone. Also, like, I don't know, anything you want to say before we wrap up. You know, is this your first podcast?
This is May 3rd.
Damn.
Sorry.
Favorite one so far?
Favorite.
Oh, get in.
Are you saying I'm the real?
I swear, wallahi, that's my
favorite. Appreciate that. Just tell us something before we wrap up, so our viewers can know where to reach you at.
Yeah.
Follow your magazine, follow you.
Okay.
Shout out everything that you got.
All right. Follow me on Instagram, Mrs_Fallback. On Twitter, Mrs__Fallback. Wait, someone took Mrs_, fucking dogs. Like shit. Anyways, I got. Wait.
Before you do any more shout-outs.
Sorry.
Where did you get the name Mrs. Fallback?
Oh shit.
What?
Okay, no, this is.
The idea behind the name.
So I was in New York when I was like 18, and I met this guy. He Lucas Sabat.
Is he Mr. Fallback?
Yes, that's it. He is. I'm dead ass right now. If you bring up his Instagram, his Instagram name is Mr. Fallback.
Yeah.
And I was like
Find his
18,
profile.
bro. I literally met him for 5 seconds, eh?
Yeah.
And he shaped my whole life.
You
No,
came
he's
back, you're
famous.
like, I'm
He's
going to call myself Mrs. Fallback.
I rebranded. Wait, this is like I'm in it for the long game. Like I've been manifesting this.
Yeah.
I've been manifesting the ring.
Show us his profile.
I don't know which one it is.
Luca L.
Yeah, it's
U.
Oh, okay, Mr. Fallback.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so I met him when I was in New York. We took a
Okay.
photo, and I
Yeah.
went away like I was in the clouds. I was like, wow.
So when you're like, yo, man, I love this guy. Let me be.
Let me be his wife.
Oh,
I'm dead ass.
you stuck
I changed my Instagram name, and then it just caught on, and I never changed it again.
Fallback.
And so if you're watching this, Luca, hit me up. Yes, sir. That's where it came from.
Nice,
like people
man.
think it was like this, like I was trying to look
Creative.
cool. I was trying to look cool, but nah, I was just in love, eh?
No, because I saw the name. I was laughing about it yesterday. I'm like, this is Fallback.
Fallback. What does
Hey,
that
but
mean?
you know Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
You know how he got his name?
How?
He went on some random on the internet. A name generator. He put like his favorite album, something, whatever. I don't know what it was, and he just pressed it, and it Childish Gambino.
Oh, no
Wow.
way.
Oh yeah, I like
That's
that. I like
not-
the name. Yeah, off the internet. He said, "Yeah, I just got it off the internet."
And it
Sometimes
shaped
people-
his whole
People
career.
thought it was some
That's
deep
why
as
it
like,
is.
oh,
No,
I'm
it's
childish.
still something.
He's like, nah, bro. I read
There's
it up.
nothing deep
It sounded
to it.
nice. I pressed
Hey,
save.
you know what? Since we're on the topic of nickname, bro, let's talk about how we got. How'd you get Cairo?
Yeah. Cuz, yeah, come on, yeah, tell us.
Cause people always told me, bro, you Egyptian? Are you Egyptian? Are you Egyptian? Are you Egyptian? I'm like, alright.
So he's claimed it. You're not Egyptian, bro.
Yeah, I said the capital city, Cairo, with a K. That's it, man.
That's
What about
hard.
you?
Fresh
Mr.
Prince of
Prince
Burn City.
Come on.
Burn
Burn
City.
Fresh
City
Prince of
Prince.
Burn City.
Burn City Prince.
Alright, originally,
Why'd you switch it up?
you know what's funny? That my first ever Instagram name was Pro Tudding Damien. Because I love tudding, you know? All that stuff. So it was Pro Tudding. I was 15. How can I be a pro? But it doesn't matter. And then I went to Fresh Prince of Burn City. I was obsessed with the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah.
Standard. But then I was like, come on, Burn City Prince. I'm the prince of my city.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up. This is a big one. Where'd you get Ravo from, mate? Ravo Huncho.
So Ravo, you know where I got it from? You know Quavo?
Yeah.
Ravo. I just took
Okay.
it. I just made it Ray. 'Cause my name's Rayan.
Yeah.
So I just made it. I said Ray and Ro, and then I just had the Huncho in the end.
Ravo
Ravo
Huncho.
Huncho.
It sounds
That's
dope.
And mind you, I had this before, like everyone was calling. I said Quavo it used to be Quavo Huncho, you know. But like everyone, that's what I called myself, and like it's been for a while, for years. But there's boys that don't even know my name now. Like they've been calling me. Like,
They don't know
everyone-
your government name.
Everyone in the area calls me Ravo, bro. Even like the religious guys call me Ravo and stuff. So Ravo, you know. But like, and then I had the Huncho on. And then out of nowhere, everyone like
Everyone.
Huncho. Hey, remember the Huncho? Like it used to, like everyone's profile. at
Right,
one
everyone
point
had a
Huncho.
Huncho, Capone, this,
Huncho,
that.
yeah,
Huncho
yeah.
was the one. Huncho was the big
Huncho,
one.
everyone had Huncho, but I had Huncho. Like it got to the point, like
You
boys,
started.
they stopped calling me Ravo at one point. Some of the boys would just say Huncho.
Huncho! Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah.
Everyone started saying that, and then I'm like, "Fuck, everyone's getting Huncho now." And then I'm just like, you know what? Let me just I just said Ravo.
Took the Huncho out.
Yeah, just Ravo.
They made you feel unoriginal.
Yeah.
So
man, I'm
you're
just
like,
yo,
nah, fuck out of here.
Huncho is too mainstream now. You know what I mean? And then I was stuck with the Ravo.
Ravo is dope.
Yeah.
Ravo is very
On
dope.
the reels, Aysha, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having
Honestly,
me.
A pleasure and a half.
Yeah,
Pleasure and a half.
Yes.
Like I've been like me, like we've all we've actually low key known you for a minute because we used to all turn up at the same venue.
Well, since for like a year straight.
Nah, but for real, like your journey's been insane, and so I had to reach out. And
Thank you.
I hope to see way more stuff, potentially a DJ career.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
No, 100% a
You know
DJ
what?
career.
How about this? I feel like I was a bit too harsh on you.
Yeah, because when I'm on the lineup, don't hit me up for tickets, yeah? I don't want to see you in my DMs being like, hey, yo, you remember me? Can I get tickets?
I'm going to send you the video of the episode we did together. Can I come? Give you some tickets. But hey, if you have a lineup, if you're on a lineup, I might suss it out.
You already know.
And you know what? If I'm not there by the end of the...
you know,
set,
it was trash.
but at the same time, I'll still be there to support you.
Thank
100%.
you.
But hey, make sure you guys do subscribe before we do wrap up. Check out her page. Mad love. Thanks for jumping on.
Thank you
On
for
behalf
having
of
me.
all of us too, you know. Shout out to Damien for bringing on the guest. He's stepping up. He's got the guest coming through. He's got another guest coming soon.
Yes,
but shout out to Sean behind the cameras, Cairo. You know the vibes, and we got Weibo. We bored. What are you saying? You know,
bored.
relegated down to the camera work. How do you feel about that? Hey, yeah, say something on that. Talking to the mic.
I guess I gotta step my game up.
Are your arms sore or
I
what?
got disappointed all of you in the last episode, but I'll step my game up and then hopefully Rebo will let me talk on the mic.
Wait, you've been sidelined.
hey, get the shirt as well. Get the shirt.
Oh, yeah.
You wanna have a chat, mate?
But yeah, it's been an Ayesha.
Shout out.
It's been an honor.
I'm sorry.
It's been an honor having you on.
It's
But
been an
hey, shout out to all our viewers, you know, showing us support.
Yes.
You know, we'll come with that consistency.
We're back.
We're bringing,
again
you know,
and
we're
again.
doing our thing. The gang's back together. So it feels good. And, you know, it feels good having guests that can come on, feel comfortable to talk about what they want, you know, inspire our guests. Make sure you guys do subscribe. If you guys are listening on the audio podcast, make sure you guys hit that podcast with a follow. You know the vibes, and I'll wrap up with stay humble, faith.
See, I'm trying to call me and all, but it's only one to me. If I came in this world alone, why I get lonely? Can someone come unthaw my heart? I think it's frozen.